You know, sometimes I forget how beautiful Germany can be. Especially in the south. Probably because I was born around this beautiful landscape, it seems so normal for me. But with more and more travels around the world, it becomes more clear how stunning it really is. For example, Leuchtenberg, a really small town in Bavaria which I came across because of a trip to the Czech Republic. Little did I know that this little site visit would impact myself that much. On the way to the border, I saw the landscape around the German Autobahn. That was the moment I decided to go off and travel with the regional streets to see more of it. On my way, I saw different stuff which gathered my interest, like a volcano exhibition and some really interesting villages. But after a little bit of off-road and searching, I stopped at Leuchtenberg. The charm of this village was there from the first second. Animals on the side of the road, some farmers who greeted me with a big smile, and the narrow roads to get on top of the city. It was adventurous. Then, when you arrive at the church, you see the beautiful painted houses, the cobblestone walls, and some kiddies wandering around. It has a special vibe to it. I really wanted to taste a dish there, but sadly my timing wasn't that great, because they had a rest day. A little bit of wandering around, I found a war monument where they have the names of the men who fought in the war from this tiny village. It reminded me that even in the tiniest village, you will be impacted of the bigger world around you. After that, the highlight of the village revealed itself, the pretty intact ruins of the old castle. And again, timing luck wasn't on my side. They would open 2 weeks later. Still, I can see through the gates, and with the drone I have some beautiful view of the ruins. Did you know Germany has the most castles in the world, with around 25,000 within the borders? The reason for that was a collective of smaller states around the area of Germany. Each family tried to protect themselves with castles. It was their own ecosystem within the walls, with cooks, blacksmiths, knights, servants, and many people more. It was all pretty dense, it was loud and alive. The second benefit of castles was the control of different areas and borders. It was a pretty chaotic time, and those castles seemed like a safe and secure place in those times. That's why I visited a lot of castles and ruins, because they're all over the place here. But the most famous, Schloss Neuschwanstein, is still on my bucket list. I will see the copy in Disney World in Orlando before the original 2 hours away from me, so it's kind of ironic. But even the tinier castles and fortresses have a feeling to them that I will always be amazed of. And so many castles have different solutions to problems. It's always interesting to see how it went in other places. For me, it's really fun and interesting to unravel the history in those ruins and areas. This castle ruin in Leuchtenberg was built around 1300. But the royal family who built that place left after 80 years, so it got no big battle or big history around it. Just a big fire which made the damages you see today. But in the 20th century they preserved it and maintained it so it can be used for several events, like the summer role play of the State Theater of Oberpfalz with a lot of visitors. So it was really fun to see how these ruins still got used today. So yeah, that was my experience from that little village, which gave me a relaxing time and a lot to think about. I really enjoyed my stay and looking forward to my next random village visit. This was the little off-track adventure from the main trip to the Czech Republic. This video is incoming soon. And yes, have a great day. See you in the next one. Bye.